What's good, Facebook? Back with another video today. 5 reaction channels who lost everything. Holy guacamole. Okay. I thought this would be kind of interesting. This is from Bill's channel, Bill's YT. Shout out to him. We're going to get into it. Get it started.
There is 1 or 2 genres of content on YouTube that I feel burn out very quickly if you don't add anything to your videos. That being life hack videos and reaction content. But these genres also
I never seen life hack
fastest
videos.
growing communities on YouTube. But even though these communities grow very fast, they sometimes aren't that loyal. Reaction content was huge in the mid 2010s, and you barely had to do anything as someone making the content to get a fan base. This is all well and good until
Facts. Like I said, I was watching reactions heavy around like 2015, 2016. Like that joint was freaking crazy. Like it was joint. I mean, it's still big on YouTube now, but like back then when it was like new and fresh, joint legit was like a phenomenon.
Until commentary YouTubers started to point out that this content was blatantly stealing from the original uploader. Because these reaction YouTubers weren't adding anything new to the videos. A lot of the time, these creators would be on the bottom left or top right part of the screen.
Nah, bottom, top left.
Viewer, but not saying anything about the video until the very end, and maybe it was like 2 seconds. As more content creators started calling out this type of reaction content, a lot of these reaction content creators started to lose their audience. Today, I wanted to look at reaction YouTubers who lost their entire audience. This could be due to controversy or just straight up boredom from their fans. But before we continue, please subscribe to join the best community on YouTube. Without further ado, let's look at these reaction channels and see why their audience started to hate the content that they were producing and how this impacted the creator's channel moving forward. Reaction Time is a channel with close to 15 million.
Dang, I haven't seen him in forever, bro. I feel like I haven't seen him since like 2016, maybe 17. He was a freaking huge one back in the day too. Holy moly. I couldn't tap in with bro. It wasn't really my type thing. But bro was freaking going crazy.
And at one point in the channel's lifespan, it was over 15 million. But over the past few years, his subscriber count continued to fall. It seemed like after he hit 15 million subscribers in 2020, those subscribers started to bleed out every single month after that. So what happened? Why did Tal's channel start to die and is currently only averaging around 20,000 views and only on rare occasions hits over 20,000 views? I think it all has to do with his audience becoming bored with his videos and reactions. A big criticism for Tal.
Yeah, I feel like with reaction time, if he hop on TikTok, the type content he do, at least for the content I remember that he did, he'll be good. I don't know if he on TikTok now, but if he do the stuff he do now on TikTok, he's straight. Like that, his type of videos like match perfectly with the type of people that be on big box, so he'd be straight. And I think low key, I don't think it's necessarily him, because people came up and do the same thing that he do, and they're doing great. So they might just got tired of him, honestly, and that happened a lot with freaking with channels, man. You know, do something for a while, tired of it, end up moving on to something else, man.
And other reaction channels back in the day was that they barely react to any of the content, usually being perched up on the corner of the video and just watching it as the audience is watching it as well. At first, people enjoyed that style of reactions, but over time the audience wants more. Like, why am I subscribed to you if I can just watch this video and support the actual content creator who made and uploaded the video? It's crazy to think that Tal's channel isn't doing well, because he'd actually add more content to his channel, like looking at Reddit posts, and other creators like Charlotte Dobre make a killing off of Am I the A-hole videos. But I feel like as time went on, Tal drifted away from that content and for some reason went back to just straight up reaction videos and doubling down on it. A common theme that we will see across all the creators that we speak.
And respectfully, I think with reaction time too, it didn't really feel it didn't feel personal. It felt like robotic. I'll say that. It felt robotic. At least from some of the videos I was watching. It didn't feel like he didn't have a soul for real. respectfully. You know, it just didn't feel like a person. It felt like a business.
speak about in the video is that they become way too repetitive and very, very lazy. If we look at Tal's channel, we could see that he got so lazy that he didn't even want to change his reaction in the thumbnails. He just grabbed a screenshot from the video and slapped the same JPEG over it that he used in like the last 20 videos before this one. I'm Alex, got a lot
I think people still do that too,
calling out Tal and his lackluster reactions, and I think this is when Tal's audience really started to understand that Tal didn't really care about the content that he was reacting to. So instead, he'd fake his reaction in order to have a video out. His reactions regressed, and when he was called out for this, he started to overreact to the clips, which just seemed to
I never did like I'm Alex, bro.
This led to Tal posting less and less to his
Somebody
channel, and he
me
eventually posted a video speaking about his absence from his channel and how he became unmotivated because YouTube got harder to upload to because it was too restrictive with its policies.
Why I basically stopped uploading and what I want to do in the future. From the moment I started doing YouTube videos and uploading content online, it was an absolutely life-changing experience that I've never even imagined was possible. What are the odds? I think I got pretty lucky to have all of you guys support me.
And then think what reactions to is like, I think reactions came at the perfect time. Just like the freaking, I said the culture, just the vibe of how the internet was, especially around that 2014, 2015. Like it literally, I think like even if it started like probably 2017, 18, it still would be big. But like, it starting off where it did really like helped it out tremendously, like massively.
For 7 years, started YouTube 7 years ago. But reaction time really took off. In those 7 years, a lot of different things changed. TikTok wasn't a thing. We had Vine back in the day, and YouTube was basically one of the main places that people would come to watch videos, especially funny videos that would be fun to watch.
I felt like an old head. Like, I don't know, just the internet felt different, bro. Oh, like the internet 10 years ago? Yeah, 10 years ago, 2015, 14-ish. I don't know, the vibes was just different. Like, it was just cool. Like, it was just people just getting on, not only just YouTube, but just people just wanted to just have fun and enjoy themselves. Now it's just freaking clout chasing, freaking money hungry, and it's messing up the passion of like content creation, whether that's YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Too much hate. I feel like too much trolling too. Like it was trolling, but now it's just like it's OD. It's OD to the point where it's not even like as fun as it was back in the freaking day. Like it's just, I don't know, too try hard, bro.
That you'd watch for hours with your friends. And now things have definitely changed. TikTok is extremely entertaining, but I don't think it's ever truly the same like how it was when I grew up with YouTube. I've noticed that means some of my—
I don't think it's ever gonna go back to that too, because once people got a taste like, oh, so I can freaking get all this money and blow up doing this, I'm just gonna keep doing this until the wheels fall off. So now we at a point to where freaking just creativity and just being a genuine freaking person, that joint out the window, man. Cause it's like, why do that and make this amount of bread when I can just like fake a certain type image and persona and make triple, quadruple? So cooked, essentially. TLDR, we're cooked.
Friends definitely have struggled to make videos in the same way that we made before. YouTube has a lot of different guidelines, and it has become very restrictive over the past few years. You can't use certain music, you can't say certain things, and it's made videos a little bit more difficult to make. And as someone who likes to make YouTube videos, I couldn't get on TikTok super easily because I'm just so used to connecting with you through these types of videos.
This whole statement I feel is BS. I think he just didn't want to try harder to get better content to react to, so instead of changing his content or going back to reacting to Reddit posts, he'd instead lay down and let his channel die. About 6 months ago, Tal uploaded a video titled "How I Went From YouTube Famous to Nobody." In it, he'd talk about how
he's not wrong.
The highest heights of YouTube through the low.
He not wrong. The policies did get like dumb stricter. Like Alex, I haven't watched stuff like that, so you know he could have got lazy, but freaking. Just the policy, YouTube, certain stuff you can't say, certain type music you can't have without getting claimed, without it getting demonetized like immediately. I mean, he's not wrong. But it could be both.
Again, he'd blame YouTube for being too restrictive with its guidelines. This is 2 years after he posted that first video, and he still feels like it's YouTube's fault for why he became unmotivated.
Like, you know, obviously, you know, slurs. Obviously, you can't say no slurs. But like, even when he was reacting to the freaking whatchamacall, what's that joint called? Catch a Predator, and I was going off on the freaking predators, man. They gave me a freaking bullying and harassment strike for my Catch a Predator videos. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. And even in all the EDP videos I did got struck down. I did a commentary video on EDP, got struck down. I think the Chet Goldberg EDP reaction we did got struck down. So the policy is definitely, I get what he's saying, because the policy's definitely got like super stricter. And certain stuff you can't say, you got to say it a certain type of way. So
yeah, that year.
Freaking whack.
Threw everyone for a loop now, didn't it? And for me, it also hit extra hard. I was one of the first few people that got sick, and it took me a while to bounce back. I just wasn't really uploading videos anymore, and the dream started to feel like it was slowly dying. For the first time in my life, YouTube felt against me. I felt lost and honestly kind of scared for my future as a creator. I started losing subscribers, and I was not getting the views I used to get. I really started feeling like I began losing my passion for making videos. I mean, YouTube had all these strict guidelines, and it felt so difficult to make content, especially content that I enjoyed, that I really wanted to make. I honestly did not know how to deal with it. Being used to always climbing up, it gets very difficult when you have to start coming down. And it sucks to say, but all these things just made me not want to make content
Go
anymore.
get a job.
It wasn't fun, and I lost motivation. And I lost touch with a lot of you guys.
He does seem like he left the platform once again after he said that he felt motivated to post once again during this video, so I don't know what's going on with that. I feel like reaction time never changed with the times, continued to make the same reactions, and it didn't grow with his audience. So as his audience grew out of his content, he stayed the same. And because of this, people stopped coming back to his videos. But this could also be due to YouTube being oversaturated with the reaction channels. But with him having 14 million subscribers, he definitely should have stood out more than what he is now. It seems like he may have taken another break from YouTube, and maybe he'll come back, but I don't know if he actually will. And if he does, he might get even less views than what he did before he left. The next creator that
because like the type reaction you do in 2015-16, I mean, you can do it, but you know, it might be a little bit more of a grind than, you know, doing it right now. Cause like, you know, people kind of stepped up, like the editing, whatever, woo. So you can do it, but it's gonna be tougher.
That we will speak about is DanTheMan Smith, who is another reaction channel with over 15 million subscribers. It's crazy because DanTheMan Smith didn't create his channel to post reaction videos. For
I found him on Omegle.
He was doing skits and chat roulette videos.
Yeah, I heard about him on Omegle videos.
First 100,000 subscribers
or chat
on
roulette
his channel.
something.
It wouldn't be until years later when he'd switch his content from chat roulette videos and skits to actual reaction content, and this all started when he reacted to Mortal Kombat with his girlfriend. I think from that point on, he realized how easy it was to gain views with putting very minimal effort into his videos. And if that makes you millions of dollars, why wouldn't you just do that content instead of trying to find interesting people to record on chat roulette? DanTheMan Smith and Reaction Time were friends around this time, and they'd both make pretty much the same exact videos, and this friendship would last until the current day. But unlike Reaction Time,
I think he's still doing good though. Like I said, I was watching him in school, freaking when he did the chat roulette, Omegle, whatever type videos it was. I used to watch him. But no, that's facts though. It's like you can make more money doing something 10 times easier than you putting in like actual like hard work. Not saying you know you can't, but putting in hard work and you're not getting the results you necessarily want, but then you're doing something completely different that, you know, that's less effort, more people watch, and you get more bread from. You know, you see how easy it can be to switch from doing one thing to another.
Matt still has a fan base. Not nearly as loyal as they were a few years ago, but he still does. Today, DanTheMan Smith averages around 20,000 to 100,000 views per video, which is a significant drop off from his heyday. I think a big turn off for his fans are the nasty videos that he reacts to, and just taking 2 seconds to look at Matt's channel, it's filled with blister popping videos, and out of his last 10 videos that he posted, 3 of them are blister videos, and the rest are scary videos and videos of people getting injured, or that's what he makes it out to look like.
Yeah, I don't like this little snot.
There are a few reasons why I think DanTheMan Smith has fallen off, but let's just do the basic points. Matt makes repetitive content. I had to watch a few videos for research for this video, and one thing that was consistent was his reactions. They were always over the top,
I didn't realize
and you could
Sniper
tell
Wolf.
that they were always forced. Another issue is his thumbnails, where he'll use the same exact image of himself for the thumbnail multiple times throughout the week. But that's not the only thing that he reuses.
I think I've seen people do that. I do that sometimes. I think that's not a reaction channel do that, but nah, a lot of reaction channels be doing that. I mean, it worked for some, not for all, but some of them be working for.
If we scroll through his videos tab, we could see that Matt posts the same videos over and over again. At first I thought it was probably just the same thumbnail and title but with a different video, but I was really wrong. Disappointingly, I realized that Matt reposts the same video, like this video titled "Why Did They Pop It?" Look at that nasty ass thumbnail.
Ew.
This was posted over a month ago. But 9 days ago, there was the exact same video posted. Same title, same thumbnail, and same exact length. I tried to look through the comments to see if anyone else
That's kind
this
of crazy.
too, but no one speaks about it. Or maybe those are in these banned words where people can't really comment on it because it would just go into like a spam comments like folder area. This is pretty bad, and it really shows a lack of care and effort that he has towards making content for his audience. Now, I'm not sure if this is some type of joke that he does for his viewers, but I feel like this is just really messed up to his loyal fans who actually like his content. And the one example that I showed isn't the only time that Matt has done this. He continues to do this.
Yeah, the burnout is real. Freaking, like, I done went through a couple burnouts, and I can only imagine you doing it 10+ years. I feel like you really gonna feel it. That's why people be slowing down, stopping altogether, because like, man, you know. And then it's hard to kind of like change it, like with how YouTube constantly changing the different type of like whatever's like trending or popping. It's kind of hard to freaking pivot and try to get on something different, because it's whether either you don't like it or the people that watch you don't like it, or it's just where you just, I don't know, it's just like you don't really know how to go about doing that new thing the right way. So no, it's a lot going
over and over and over again with all types of videos on his channel. Nowadays, Matt gets just a fraction of views that he used to get back when he was huge on YouTube. And again, I think it's due to the videos he reacts to, or in this case, just re-uploads. I feel like people could overlook his fake reactions, but what they couldn't overlook was him reposting videos just to make some more money without putting in any effort. Dang Matt Smith doesn't care about the videos he posts to his platform, and you could tell that he only cares about the views that he receives, because why else would he be pumping out so many videos at a time and also post the same exact video over and over again if he wasn't trying to get more views on these videos without actually recording new content so that he could put it onto his platform. Now, we can't talk about reaction content creators who lost their entire audience without talking about Jinx, one of the pioneers of lazy reaction videos. Jinx was at one point in time the biggest reaction channel or fastest growing reaction channel on YouTube. And
yeah, Jinx, I was watching Jinx too heavy. Jinx might have been the first reaction channel I ever watched. Freaking in school. Bro was blowing up crazy. Like, every video was like 100,000 views like per video. It's freaking like, wow. It's like, dang, bro was blowing. I remember from the one where he was on the bed watching reactions. I think he was in the kitchen or something watching reactions. That's probably as far as I remember, but he was
literally
bro,
ran
definitely
2015 and 2016 with his content,
super
getting
OG.
a massive amount of subscribers in a very short amount of time. But he'd also lose his platform just as quickly as he'd gain it. You see, around the time that Jinx started to post onto his channel, that's when reaction content started to go viral. And Jinx rode the wave of popularity that was happening with the reaction genre. Now, Jinx's reaction wasn't over the top. Hell, he barely even reacted to the videos at all that he watched. But for some reason, people really liked his videos. Or maybe they just liked the videos that he was reacting to. But regardless, Jinx grew very fast. But when you grow so fast off of reacting to other people's content, but also not shouting out or putting links to the original video in the description, this can cause some...
It's crazy. I remember that, bro. Freaking about link description. Yeah, I don't even think people even do that no more. Like, go for, especially like for the ones like from Twitch, you do a reaction on Twitch, put on YouTube. I don't think people even put descriptions. I don't. Sometimes, rarely. But yeah, like nowadays, I don't even think people really be even putting the link in the description. I don't even think it really matter for real. Like, I get it with like credit. You know, it's not wrong with doing it, but I think I don't think majority of people that watch the reactions are gonna click that link in the description, like a majority, and go over to the original. They do, but no, I don't think all of them or most of them.
Controversy. See, commentary channels at the time started to take notice with how Jinx and other creators would straight up steal a video for their own channel and sometimes get double the views than the original video, which isn't good.
Oh, man.
Grade A Under A would make a video on Jinx and call out his actions and how he tries to justify his reaction content because he makes the video better with his reactions.
Yeah, now that was flaming Jinx.
Videos do show your reactions, but
unnecessarily too.
Shit. People are watching your videos, watching that good content in the corner. They're not watching your reactions, mate. So it's not like I have an issue with reaction videos themselves. I like me a good reaction video, right? I just have an issue with dickheads like these two making a living off of silently watching other people's stolen content and then bragging about it.
Then CJ, I remember watching it in real time, bro. Jinx, one day he brought his brother on. He's like, yo, it's my brother, woo woo, CJ. CJ started doing reaction, and literally it switched. It went from Jinx being at the top and CJ, you know, being at the bottom to where Jinx, you know, not where he was. And CJ freaking shot up crazy.
About it.
Holy moly.
Some of us make those videos a lot better.
Really, mate? This it's a dick.
Friends with a dope man, have a nigga real, bring a girlfriend, man.
Hey. For the video, is it?
I rock with Jinx, man.
Expression on your face
Cut that
you
out.
insist on making us look at was genius, man. That was a really nice touch to the video. That's your idea of making the video better, is it? You smart.
That's grade A entertainment.
Have to respond. Grade A Under A was a huge commentary YouTuber, and this video generated a ton of views, which put more attention on the fact that Jinx was a terrible content creator who added next to nothing to his quote reactions. Jinx did respond and pretty much called Grade A clout chaser and said that he was only attacking.
I don't know. Like I liked his reaction style. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I was younger, you know, I thought the idea of freaking even still, I think the idea of just like watching along with someone, like say for example, you watch a real funny viral video, it's hilarious. You want to see what other people opinion or like, you know, reaction to it. And I for Jinx, I know certain people reaction style is different. I like more when people talk a little bit more in the reactions, but I feel like Jinx was just a little bit different because it felt like you was just sitting at your friend's house, y'all watching a video. Yo, look at this crazy video right here. Woo woo. Y'all watch it together. I like that, at least from Jinx. I like that type stuff.
Him because Jinx was pulling a ton of views and was very, very popular.
Asking me to react to and all that stuff. I'm not gonna react to it because reacting is just free promotion. You know, I'll put up a video, all the people that hate me are gonna watch that and then go subscribe to him because he hates me too. Whatever though, but I'm not gonna even tell them what the video is. I'm not gonna tell them what the fuck the name of it is. None of that. I'm just gonna go off that list because he basically took the stuff that everybody was saying in the comments.
Man, they did Jinx so freaking dirty. It's crazy.
So
it's crazy.
Let's get into it. Now, first thing I want to say before I even start going down this list is the fact that this guy hates me because I'm popular. Because I'm YouTube popular. That is the one reason that it all boils down to. He could say he's not a hater. He could say all of that, but let's just be honest. There are thousands of reaction channels out there that do more or less of what I do.
Yeah.
And the only one he decided to call out was me and my brother. Why? Because
he was the biggest.
Most popular, and I guess he called out my brother because he's my brother. I don't know why. But anyway, let's go with this list. So first thing he went on to say is that reaction channels
like I said, it was plenty of people. Like I said, I remember back when I remember it was Tyrone Magnus, Shaw God, what's his name? Gator, I think, something like that. Freaking Dante, BHD, Flight, Couples React with Dwayne and Jazz for, I think it was called Couple Reacts. DNB Nation, Damien and Bianca. Like it was a bunch of them, but because Jinx was the freaking biggest, oh my goodness, they cooked him. Man, they threw him to the freaking slaughter. Like they go into war, they just shoved Jinx in the front lines, man. Caught every bullet, every arrow, every landmine. You would have thought like they was treating reactors back in the day like they were child predators, bro. Like it was freaking crazy. I'm like, dang. Like I get, you know what I'm saying? I get, you know what I'm saying, ripping somebody's content. I get that. I get you being upset about that. I get that. But like the hate just felt
do is sit there, be
super
quiet,
OD.
Sometimes give a little giggle, give a little gesture, which I do on my ERBs. First of all, the thing is, he would find a really small clip of when nothing major is going on, so you don't, like, no one really has a reaction, you're just watching to see what's gonna happen. He would grab something like that to make it look like every single video, the whole video, you're just sitting there like this. That's not true. If you watch my videos, you would know.
I mean,
some videos get crazy,
majority
and I
of
get
it
crazy right along with them. Another thing,
I think the majority was like that.
He's probably gonna get into that later. Next thing he says is that people are not watching my reaction; they are only watching the video that I'm watching. That makes absolutely no sense. Like, why would you click on a video that clearly says reaction just to watch the original video when you could just go and watch the original video? That doesn't make sense. And also,
I agree with that. But I think Grade A is right too. With as far as like, you know, I think it starts off like that. It starts off you watching something big. Obviously, people gonna look to like a reaction. So I think starting off, they there for the video for sure. But I guess like if people vibe with you and frick with you, they end up staying around and you know watch other stuff too. So now he have spitting on that.
People only came to watch the video that I'm watching, the original video. Why the fuck would 1 million people subscribe? If they came to watch the video that I'm watching and they enjoyed that video, they aren't going to subscribe to me. They're going to subscribe to the person that made the original video.
After this, Jax Films would make a video on Jinx, and then iDubbbz would make a content cop on Jinx as well. And the constant criticism for his content started to get to him. He'd switch up his content, but when the views fell and he was left with no loyal fans, he'd post a video speaking about how he would continue to post videos because it's his passion. And he'd continue to post whatever he wanted and not be a slave to his YouTube audience.
What's wrong
Man,
with
I can't believe they ran bro off the freaking block,
I'm
man.
not popular on YouTube no more since I stopped doing reactions. So what? Do something else. Man, I tried, but that ain't what they want. I gotta do what they want. Man, that sounds like a slave. It's called YouTube. You gotta do what you want to do.
Yeah, not anymore, dang. Not anymore. You know what I'm saying? Maybe back in the day. It's over. So now I ain't gonna lie. I've seen more people. I don't know if y'all been seeing a lot of it in y'all homepage, or like people in the car talking. I love watching that, like while I'm eating or something, or I'm just doing something, just listen to people yap. I like that. But I feel like it's kind of slowly getting back. Like people kind of getting tired of that little Mr. Beast effect, that freaking super corporate type videos. So eventually it's gonna get back, and slowly but surely. Not fully all the way right now, but I think it's kind of peeking his head out.
But then I won't be famous. See, man, that's your problem. You doing it to be famous. You're supposed to be doing it because it's your passion. That's why we started in the first place. What reactions our passion when we first started? I mean, nah, but I don't even want to hear it. If you're doing something that you don't even want to do, how long until you slip into a depression for being a slave to fame? Yeah, I know, but that's the best way to keep the subs happy. Yeah, but how about you start working on your own happiness before everybody else's? I mean, don't get me wrong, entertaining your fans is important and all, but how you gonna tear yourself down just to lift them up? I mean, after a while, you gonna start getting depressed, and then when you do those reactions, they gonna see that depression in your face. You not gonna be as hype as you used to be, and then they gonna leave anyway because you not entertaining like you used to be.
So what you think I should do?
We ain't finna be no typical ass YouTubers. We not doing it for the views, no fame, no subscribers, none of that shit. We do this shit because we love this shit.
So you saying even though I ain't getting no subs and low views, I should just keep going?
Exactly. The fame. If they didn't love you for who you are, they didn't love you from the jump.
He'd eventually come back
That's
to
real
making reaction videos, but the ship had already sailed, and this time it left Jinx behind. He'd try to switch up his content a ton of times, but nothing helped, and he'd eventually fade into irrelevancy.
And then not only that, you know, mess around, do your own thing. You end up blowing up, doing your own thing, and then you get that little second wink kick in. I was saying that's fat. Not all the time, sometimes.
Until recently when he came back, but to TikTok. He'd finally give his opinion on how he was canceled almost 10 years ago, and he'd say this about the situation.
That part is definitely true.
They use it as a scapegoat while doing themselves, and now facts, bro. Like, it's bro, it's so freaking crazy. Like I said, I was watching commentary. I was watching people like Elvis the Alien, I Hate Everything, a little bit of Alex, Grade A, Under A, stuff like that. iDubbbz, that used to be my GOAT. iDubbbz used to be the freaking GOAT. Freaking, I remember that, bro. They used to treat reactions like serial killers, bro. Freaking rapists. I'm just like, that. Like, I understand the frustration of you putting work into something. Somebody coming in, you get whatever views in. Somebody come in and get double, triple that. I get that. But, like, the level of hate was just so crazy. And the way that they was killing Jinx every single chance they could, they did it. And meanwhile, some of the people that was talking about reactions now do reactions. That's crazy. That's freaking crazy. So some of the freaking commentators that was talking about reactions are bad, woo, they do the same thing with more or less editing. Freaking, you know, Power Cynical, you know what I'm saying? Leafy done did, I'm not Leafy, freaking iDubbbz done did a reactor too. Freaking crazy. And that would stop me from doing reactions in 2016. Cause I was like, dang, I really wanted to do reactions because I was watching BHD heavy. But I'm like, dang, I don't want to start off my channel getting hate. Like, I don't want to start my channel. I'm the new freaking guy on the block and I'm already getting poo-pooed and pee-peed on. I'm like, I'm just gonna do something else. Meanwhile, I should just did it because in the long run, everybody else doing it anyway. Not only that, some of the companies be cool with the reactions. The biggest freaking fumble of my life, at least on YouTube. My biggest YouTube fumble. I should have started doing what I wanted to do 2015, 16. Easily a couple 100,000, easily. And that's why I be trying to tell y'all, man, do not let other people stop you from what you want to do, bro. If you want to do something, not even just YouTube, just anything in general. If you want to do something, just do it, bro. Don't be freaking worried and thinking about what other people gonna think of you, bro. That joint stopped me from doing a lot of stuff, bro. Man, I done sold a whole bunch of bags. Freaking YouTube. Freaking ladies. Sold the freaking bag, man. Sold it. I'm over there being super extremely hyper-focused on how everybody looking at me in school. Meanwhile, I don't even talk to nobody after I graduate. Joint didn't even matter. So fumble some bad Johns too. Some bad Johns. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? There was a little, you know what I'm saying? They weren't really the best looking in school. You know, you find them on Facebook, IG. They bad. It's tough, man. It's tough.
I definitely got used by a lot of those people as a scapegoat. Like, some of those people
tough cookie, man.
Had a genuine dislike for me. I don't know why. Like I said, they're weirdos. Because if you don't like me, you're a weirdo. Because I ain't bother you. I ain't did nothing to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
Jinx was always chilling too.
Weird. It's like,
I agree.
It was 50-50. It was probably like more like 90-10. Like 90% was straight up weirdos that just wanted to come at me, probably because everybody else was coming at me at the same time. So it was like, ooh, let me jump on the bandwagon and just hate this dude for no reason too. That was 90%. The other 10%, I'll say some of them actually had a genuine.
I would say they had a like I said, they had a reason to be upset. But I just think the hate was too much. Way too much.
problem with me. They just didn't like the
way I remember
reacted.
freaking.
And I understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Just
like,
the robot.
Day, I understand why some people didn't like the way I did them, but I don't care because I didn't like the way some other people did them. To this day, like the fact that some people pause it a billion times, that's annoying to me, bro. I'm just like,
bro,
you
talking
don't
about me.
pause
My
it.
fault.
If you hand your friend your phone and say, look,
My
watch
fault,
this.
my fault.
You don't keep pausing it as they're watching it. You watch them watch it. And that's what my reactions were. It was like, yo, it's a friend watching the same video that you saw. You know what I'm saying? You don't want, I didn't feel like that. I didn't feel like I should be pausing the video constantly. And I also didn't think I should be talking through the video, through the whole thing. Like I would hear what the video was saying. How can I hear?
Well, ain't nobody doing nothing illegal or
you know
like.
What I'm saying? That was a lot of people's issue with me. Like, yo, he don't say nothing.
Anything crazy?
I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm trying to hear the video. You know what I'm saying? If I laugh, if something is mad funny, it's funny. And that was one of the worst parts about doing reactions. Like, I used to laugh so hard when something was funny, and if it wasn't funny, didn't get a peep out of me.
Is this hair naturally gray? I hope it.
Like, yo,
that's crazy.
He didn't say anything. I ain't had nothing to say. He didn't laugh or nothing. Wasn't funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really that simple for me. Like, bro, if I ain't say nothing through your video didn't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? That was the reaction. It was ultra genuine. I had the realest reactions in the world, and people hated me for that. Now everybody is making these extra fake reactions, flying out of their chairs, screaming to the top of their lungs, pressing pause every 30 seconds, doing all of this extra like none of that is genuine. That is not what you would do if somebody handed you a phone and said, look at this video.
Is that a Dante shot
you know
with the pausing?
You would do what I was doing.
Crazy.
You would watch.
That's crazy.
You would say what you had to say, laugh if it's funny. If it ain't, you would just hand the phone back. Like, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the worst things about what happened to me. Like, bro, motherfuckers was trying to call me out, and it's like, all of y'all are wrong, bro. Like, I'm doing them right. You feel me? I still stand on that to this day. Like, I was doing them the way they should be done. All of this new stuff, all of this extra super duper fake reaction
I disagree.
is not cool to me, like, at all. It's
a little bit. I
super
disagree
corny.
a little bit.
I was actually glad to see that he has a pretty decent following on TikTok with around 200,000 followers, and it does seem like he's perfectly fine with how everything turned out. He has a music career now, and he's been sharing his music with his followers, and to be honest, it ain't half bad. So it seems like even though he lost his entire audience on YouTube, he found a new and loyal audience over on TikTok.
Now we got to get James
really
back.
Nice story, I guess. The word React is synonymous with the React channel, which currently sits at 20 million subscribers, but the videos only get a small fraction of the views that they used to get. See, React did something far different than traditional reaction content creators, because instead of reacting to videos themselves, they'd have either elderly people, kids, or YouTube.
What the frick just happened? I hope y'all ain't hear that, bro. I hope that didn't pick up. If it didn't, this is why I don't like recording when I got people in the house, man, or at least in this area that I record in, man.
YouTubers react to the videos that they'd show them. This was far different than anything posted by other creators and channels at this time. And because
Vaughn brothers are some bums too. These freaking bums. I about to say bald. I think one of them was bald or balding. Freaking bums trying to copyright React. The frick. I'm glad they got up out the way, man. Frick them bums.
Reaching insane milestones extremely quickly. This exponential growth would have continued if Benny and Rafi didn't find themselves in drama. And that's when they tried to copyright the word react so that other creators wouldn't be able to post reaction videos unless they were part of their network.
Hold on, man. Is the Fine Bros, are the Fine Bros, are they Jewish? It's crazy. It's crazy. These freaking bums. And, you know, I love everyone. Everyone is amazing. They're awesome. They're all beautiful in their own way. I have no issue with anyone at all. I just think it's ironic when they trying to put a monopoly on React and get all the bread from React. You know, they just happen to have a certain background.
Obviously, if you do something
the nose might look a little different.
Try and copyright a word, then everyone will speak out against you and turn on
I love everyone
quickly,
though,
no matter how many subscribers and fans you had. This saw the React channel lose a ton of subscribers, and because they were losing a ton of subscribers really quickly, Benny and Rafi had to post a video clarifying what they meant by copyrighting the word. They'd also apologized
and then was trying to be like, oh, y'all don't understand what we were trying to say. What the frick? It's disrespectful. Like they had an attitude of them having to make a video and explain.
Apologize and say this.
the confusion and negative response over what this all is has been so overwhelming. And what we've realized is that we completely screwed up with how we originally talked about this.
First and foremost, we're sorry for confusing people by using terminology like our React format. We were never trying to say that every video or someone reacts to something else is something we would try to control. When we reference licensing the React format,
bro getting angry for, man? What bro getting angry for? Bro act like we just, you just too stupid to understand of us trying to get a freaking monopoly on a freaking subgenre on YouTube, man.
We only meant our specific series, not the overall genre of reaction videos. We do not own the genre.
And we're creators at heart, and those who know us personally know how passionate we are about trying to help creators, and Dyrowrld is meant to be an extension of that, with us simply providing resources and tools to anyone who wants to go down this path of creating one of our series with direct support from us.
So there's no way to go into...
Have you applied for any trademarks? Yes, we have trademarks just like other companies that use trademarks to protect their properties. So for example, we have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/react. So we're trying to protect it and not run the risk of losing our channel name thanks to someone else getting the trademark. But
this apology somewhat stopped the bleeding, and people forgot about all of this drama.
I don't remember.
And the channel would continue to grow once again after this kind of blew over. This was up until 2020 when old videos of Benny in blackface would resurface online. And this was right after React posted a video titled,
"Nah, that's
this
crazy.
Is my
I don't remember that.
Hashtag Black Lives Matter." Talk about controversial, am I right? This would lead to some crazy drama, and React would apologize to the internet.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was a different time, and they understand that it was offensive then, and it's still offensive now. And they shouldn't have done it even back then. They should have been more like understanding and realizing that they shouldn't have done it. But things would get even worse when Raffi was exposed for having weird videos posted with a puppet who was supposed to be an underage girl.
it's a type of filmmaking and films that are only for adults.
It's like segregation, like back when the blacks weren't allowed to go to the same bathroom.
Not the same thing whatsoever.
Yes, it is.
I really don't understand everyone's obsession with making videos like this back in the day. Miranda Sings was also like this, and I'm not really sure why, but it was very, very weird to like with like somebody who's supposed to be like a young girl, even if it's not actually a young girl, but something or someone trying to portray a young girl. It's very weird. Eventually, with all this drama, the Fine Bros
I didn't like her either.
Kind of secretly, to be honest.
Well,
and they'd run off with a bag
it wasn't my thing
after being exposed for being hypocrites and favoring the white reactors over other reactors. Surprisingly, they still have a ton of subscribers, but just like every other channel that we looked at on this list, they don't get nearly the same amount of views. Now, the last reaction content creator that we are going to look at is probably the absolute worst reaction channel ever on the platform. Not only is he extremely toxic, but he's also
crazy. Hold on, Bills. Like, I know y'all got history. The worst is crazy. The worst is crazy.
Extremely lazy and repetitive. And I'm not even just saying that because I've had my beef with him in the past, but he's just terrible. I'll explain why. BHD is probably one of the biggest idiots on the platform.
Oh my god. That's crazy. Back in the day, he was ridiculously. I could honestly say Prime BHD, probably top 5 YouTuber on the platform. All genres, easily top 5. BHD was like that. BHD was one of those. His new stuff now, I agree. It's it is super repetitive. But I go back. You gotta check on Unc. You know what I'm saying? See what Unc got going on, man. Every now and then, see what he doing. Things of that nature, man.
His ego is for some reason huge. He feels like he can treat people around him poorly because he feels like his subscriber count defines him as a person. Blasphemous HD TV started doing reaction content in 2015 and quickly started to take off. This was due to him also roasting other creators as well, and fans of his channel absolutely loved his genuine reactions to the videos that he was reacting.
Fast, even his other channels were hitting. His vlogs would be hitting. His gaming channel was hitting. His story time was hitting. Like literally on all freaking cylinders, bro. He was just cooking. Bro was just cooking. Bro was him. But as much as I rock with Big BHD, I rock with him. But I think he does have a ego problem, unfortunately. Like if he would have just like humbled himself just a little bit and was less and was less of a dickhead, he would be in a lot better. He'd be in a much better position than he in right now.
It felt real to them, like they were watching a friend watch a video that they were showing them. But quickly this would change. Because BHD would gain over 2.8 million subscribers so quickly, that's when he'd mistreat everyone around him, aka the people who helped mold him into the content creator that he was. He'd get into some unnecessary beef with Chavez, who was a staple for his videos. And when fans started to ask what happened between them, BHD started to fabricate lies about the falling out that they would have to try and paint Chavez as a person who ruined everything. Chavez would finally respond in the video, pretty much saying that he won't bring up what happened between them because it's not really for the fans to even know about this stuff. It's more so between them. But then he would also let the fans know that BHD was lying and how he always lies for absolutely no reason and just to get like attention online.
Fucking lies for who knows what. Nobody cares. People are completely content with, we had a falling out because it's what happened. They want the details. They don't need the details. It's hurtful details. You cheated on your ex and you took it out on your friends and you lied to one of your best friends. You said, oh, he wasn't my best friend, blah, blah, blah. I didn't trust him that much. Dude, we saw each other for like 30.
Yeah, when he said that, I'm like, bro, that's like y'all was hanging out all the time. Like I get, you know, there's like business partners, difference between business partners and like actual genuine relationships. Cause even just being as a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? There's people that, you know, I rock with. I don't hate nobody. But it's people that, you know, I'm close with, you know what I'm saying, good friends with. And then others just like, we cordial. We cool. But with Chavez and BHD, I feel like I definitely believe those friends for sure. For sure. Same with Dr. J and the women. And like I said, I like BHD. I still like BHD. But I just think it's kind of funny. Everything, like all the fallouts BHD done had with his old friends, is always their fault. It's never BHD fault. It's always their fault. Which I ain't gonna lie, I don't frick with that. But it is what it is, I guess.
14 hours, 7 days a week for 8 months. All the other fake friends you bring around you, be careful. Because I never stole from you, I never tried to fight you, and keeping it real sometimes hurts people's feelings. And that's what the fuck I do, and you've had that from the beginning. And I don't need to be rich, and I don't need to be powerful, I just need to be me. And I've never regretted being me, and that's all I ever will be.
Then later on, Dr. Girlfriend would be in a video where she'd spill the tea that BHD cheated on her for the majority of the time that they were together.
What's the reason that you and BHD broke up? Well,
don't hurt my heart when I heard that.
On me with multiple different women. So, how long were you together again? Almost 5 years. And how many of those years?
Was like 3? She said.
About 3.
Now, I don't know how he had like a model at this time or cheated on her with a model. I don't know. It was crazy to see BHD get exposed.
Like, BHD had some bad joints though. He had some bad joints. But like I said, man, I think, I don't know the full story, but I'm more inclined to believe BHD friends than BHD. Respectfully, I feel like BHD be fibbing. I feel like he be fibbing. Not all the time, but it's like, you know, if there was something, if he were to say something or tell us something to not, you know, tell the whole truth to make him look better, I 100% believe he would do that. She wasn't bad, but I remember BHD was with this one girl, it was a white girl, I think her name was Alex. She wasn't bad, but I ain't gonna lie, looking at her now, she's something light. She's something light.
Like this, but never admit to anything until later on when he'd admit that he cheated on Dr. Girlfriend because she was depressed and wouldn't sleep with him. He'd play the victim and act as if she was holding out on him, so he just had to find someone else to give him sex because he just needs it.
Look, so with the whole Dr. Girlfriend stuff, I'm gonna tell y'all why I cheated. Like, for real. I've studied some psychology on manipulative people, and this is what they do, bro. They get you to a place of depression. They beat you down psychologically and then feed you with scraps, give you a little.
And it's like everybody been dicking them over. Pause. Been effing them over. Apparently, like Dr. J and the women, skitting, freaking, what's the name? Chavez, freaking his brother.
it's like, dang, everybody? Like, I get, you know what I'm saying? I get people doing you dirty, especially when you get to a certain size and stuff like that. But it's like, everybody doing you that? Oh, no. Oh, no.
It'll bit taste good, right? Because she was depressed. So yeah, I went and got a different chick. I like a month into sexlessness with Dr. Girlfriend because it sucked.
Now, eventually the channel that made him an egotistical idiot would be terminated off of the YouTube platform for breaking TOS and copyright infringement. And BHD was left with absolutely nothing. Now, you'd think that this would open his eyes and make him repair his friendships with the people who he hurt.
Yeah, his channel getting deleted freaking sucks,
like
bro.
redemption arc, something that really happens when you like lose everything. But that didn't happen at all. He'd start to post reaction videos on his second channel and quickly passed 1 million subscribers. But people noticed that 1, he was re-uploading deleted videos from his main channel, and 2, the new videos that he would post were all fake reactions. At this point, his fans realized that he wasn't a genuine person, and they could see that he wasn't doing these reactions to be genuine, but instead to make some money. Eventually, BHD would switch to making exclusively Family Guy reaction videos, which were funny at first, but after the 100th Try Not to Laugh Family Guy reaction video, I think people tend to get bored and tend to leave your content and channel. He'd then react to The Amazing World of Gumball, which again, he'd just overreact to. Not overreact like he would be like, oh my god! Like overreact like he would watch like a thousand episodes.
They be watching the same clips too.
His reactions were lazy, and I low-key feel like he just wanted to watch episodes of Family Guy and Gumball, and that's why he reacted to those shows, because if he's gonna watch it, he might as well record himself watching those videos. But yeah, which thinking about that is pretty funny, to be honest. I don't know, it's funny to me. But this damaged his reputation and channel. Just like other reaction channels who fell off, he'd never change his thumbnail style, using 1 to 3 different JPEG images of himself on the side of the thumbnail. Kind of like Sniper Wolf. The reactions were the same for every single video, and it just wasn't the same vibe that it used to be for BHD and his old main channel. BHD now gets around 1,000 to 10,000 views per video.
Yeah, cause like I said, going back occasionally through BHD stuff, it's like, yeah, it definitely feel different. For sure.
People are now starting to realize just how bad his content is, with Internet Anarchist and Crash Out Clancy making videos on it. BHD is a weirdo who flexes a dead subscriber count in order to feel good about himself. And when anyone ever calls him out, he will harass them for months. Trust me, this happened to me, but it was funny to go back and forth with him from time to time because he would just randomly DM me and say something stupid. So to go back and forth with him and tell him that he has a dead channel and that he can't really affect me, it was great. If you could be anything in this world, don't be BHD, who is an ego-driven idiot who is lazy and boring and flexes a dead channel to try to seem cool. It's pathetic and cringe all at the same time. Not to mention that he's a man child who is 40 years old, who gets upset when other people call him out, but then he pretty much blew up his channel by making fun of other people.
Bro, hate BHD.
There are a lot of great reaction channels that are still on the YouTube platform today. I think the biggest issue for creators that I spoke about, besides the ones who got into a ton of controversy and drama, is that they never adjusted to the changing of times. They literally ran this style of content until the wheels fell off. But it's pretty disappointing to see creators like Reaction Time, who did nothing wrong and posted decent content, start to lose a following because his content became stale. He never stood a chance. Jinx was another creator who I think didn't deserve all the hate, but because he blew up so quickly, he was an easy target. He didn't know how to handle all the hate, and he pretty much got bullied off of the YouTube platform. Reaction content can be both amazing and scary all at the same time. Yes, you can take off very quickly with it, but sometimes you just might plummet out of nowhere. And if you have it as your main bread and butter, sometimes the bread gets moldy and stale and the butter gets rancid, and you don't want to eat that. What I'm trying to say is don't put all of your eggs in one basket. And if you're blowing up on reaction content, just make sure to create a second channel for your other passions, because you'll never know if the reaction channel will maintain its growth. How do you feel about these creators that I spoke about in this video?
That's a crazy still frame. Now, bro is definitely spitting on the last part. Bro, definitely spitting. Trust me. I know. But yeah, that's just with every channel though. Ration gaming, like any type of channel, do it for so many times, no type of switch up. You know that's gonna happen. That's just guaranteed to happen, bro. I mean, it's easier said than done too. It's kind of tough. It's tough, man. Trying to figure out something new that isn't too far off from the stuff that that got you, you know, where you was at now, or that got you big. The joint kind of hard, man. Hard.
Video. Do you know them, or are they all just new to you? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to get us closer to 200,000 subscribers before the end of February.
Frick you.
Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
You ain't getting no like bum. So no. I freak with Bills. I freaks with them. That's it. 5 reaction channels who lost everything. This was a great video. I saw this on my homepage or whatever. I was gonna watch this by myself, eating some delicious din din. But nah, this was dope. I freak with this, man. This is a really good video. I agree with a lot of freaking what Bill said. As far as like, you know, repetitive content, that's like, and even with reactions too. Obviously, reactions is the easiest thing to do to grow. Easy. The only thing I would say is hard about it is keeping people. But how many of those people that visit your channel, how many of those are gonna stay? That'd be the hard part. Freaking keeping people here. Facts. That's the tough part. But yeah, man. You know, it's a shame to watch some of them, cause I watched some of them. Dame Matt dude, Matt Smith, freaking back then. I think BHD the one that hurt the most. Like, he was the main one. Yeah, he was like probably the #1 reason why I wanted to start YouTube. There was other people, like 3 other people, but he was like the main person that got me into YouTube and wanting to do this right here. So seeing my goat, you know, fall a little bit, you know, first is with Kanye, now it's with BHD. That's tough. It be like that sometime, man. But hopefully y'all enjoyed it. You do know what to do. I think this is the most I ever, yeah. I think this is the first time we looked at the video, and the video is freaking double. It's double the reaction. That's crazy. I feel like Dante. Respectfully, I rock with you. But we're going to here. Catch y'all in the next one. I'm out.